there's gatekeeping. We have a gatekeeping culture. We have a culture where we don't like to keep the door open, or when I've found my way of wealth, I want to keep it to myself because I don't want the other people to catch up. What is so interesting is we just keep on coming back to the same problem. We actually have had this on a few of our previous episodes, where as we continue to talk to more people in the Caribbean and we try to find out what is the most common problem as to what's stopping Caribbean people from wealth, it always goes right back down to there's gatekeeping. We have a gatekeeping culture. We have a culture where we don't like to keep the door open, or when I've found my way of wealth, I want to keep it to myself because I don't want the other people to catch up.
Yeah, I think that's a thing. That's definitely a thing in our society. And I think a part of it is just, I don't like to say like ignorance, but a lot of people just don't know these things. Like, we live in a time now where everything is online.
Yeah.
Like you mentioned earlier, how growing up, a lot of people had the mentality of you have to go to the US to make it in certain fields, right? Now we in a situation where everything is online, you know? Now there's still barriers to entry, like you mentioned, like the banking situation, stuff like that, like accessing funds and getting paid on certain platforms is much easier, like in the US compared to like Caribbean nations. But I think we're doing better as far as like learning that there are options out there. When you shut off the door to people, like, let's say like investing, right? A lot of Bahamians, they don't have access or know exactly how to access US stock markets, right? That's why you see a lot of Bahamians start getting interested in crypto and other things, because that provided an opportunity that wasn't available to them. Sometimes when you close the door on somebody, they might come through the window. That's just how it is. If what's announced they really want it, they might climb through the window or go through the back door.
I'll go through the roof.
And you see what I'm saying? So that's kind of like how I think it is. So like with the gatekeeping situation, there is like where you have some people who do position themselves or get like a certain level of success, and they may not give as much opportunities to the people coming up. Yeah. So that does happen in our country. That is definitely a thing.
So I'll say this to you guys too, right? I'm currently 29, but one of my sole purposes before 45, I want to give access to the people. I want to give access to multiple to everybody who wants to have it. For instance, right? Lambo is correct. Ignorance is a thing. When I got into cryptocurrency and everything of the sorts like that, I was just, buying cryptocurrency and everything of the sorts, and I was having struggles as a Bahamian person buying crypto. As an American guy, no, I can buy crypto easy, etc. Like, for instance, now, when I had to buy cryptocurrency while I was here using one of my Bahamian cards, I had to go through so many hoops. And then also, the provider that I had to use charged me a very hefty fee. I talk about, okay, I wanted to get $1,000 in terms of crypto. By the time that transaction was done, I got like $877 or 8 something. It's like a very hefty fee, right? And I was like, yo, this is the most I've ever got in terms of a deduction from my cryptocurrency when I wanted to get it. Like, if I go to Cash App, Robinhood, or whatever, so maybe $10, maybe $9 to actually get my crypto. And I went ahead and I was like really reading the DARE Act, because a lot of people who actually want to get into cryptocurrency and stuff, they don't even take the time out to really learn our laws, learn our cryptocurrency laws, learn what all we can actually go ahead and do. And I was very surprised to actually see how much it is to actually open up a cryptocurrency brokerage, how much it is to actually do OTC, how much it is to actually do this, how much it is to actually do that. And I was like, yo, we ain't even talking 5 figures. These things only 4 figures to do. Like, literally 4 figures to actually go ahead and do, make, put together, etc. and all that. And I'm like, bro, in no way we have our prices so low. And our regulatory system is one of the most rigid regulatory systems in the Caribbean. So if you actually was able to actually get bypass here in terms of cryptocurrency, you could pretty much go anywhere and open up an office because you already passed the Bahamas. And this is why I've actually noticed a whole uptick in terms of cryptocurrency brokerages, CFD brokerages, and also stock brokerages. Because if you're able to actually get to the regulatory firm here, you can go anywhere in the Caribbean. Anywhere in the Caribbean, because it's like, yo, the Bahamas, dig y'all? Yeah, man. And I think a lot of people are not really paying attention to that.
Are you subscribed yet? For more videos like this, you can follow the Crypto News Podcast on YouTube, as well as Spotify and Apple Podcast. Like, share, and subscribe.